Hey, I am Ellie. In today's session, let's talk about how do you do a design critique session. How do you do a design critique session? Let's talk about that today. Hey, so I'm Ellie. I'm a customer experience head in a large digital transformation office in a large conglomerate and the founder of a design community based in the Philippines, UX design community. And today we'll talk about design critiques, encouraging a positive culture to improve products. This website is actually from my favorite group again, Norman Nielsen. But I also found a nice article about uh, design critiques here. Um, I'll tell you about this, and I will also tell you about how we've done design critiques in our work, my work. Um, we've actually been doing it informally in the past year, but I'll tell you more about it later. So, design critiques. Okay, what is a design critique? Uh, Refers to analyzing a design, giving feedback whether it meets its objectives. Design critique usually is a group conversation with the goal of improving a design. Okay? For me, we, the value of a design critique for me is when we do this with the either marketing or with the devs or with the product owners, not only with designers. So a group, so we have a group common understanding of the design direction. Design reviews, in contrast, are usually evaluations of design based on a set of heuristics. They can be done by usability experts in a meeting held at the end of the creative process to gain approval and move forward. Okay, so design critique is a group session. Design review is usually with an expert. So an example of a design review, let's talk about it in a future episode, is the pure uh, and a cognitive walkthrough. So these are examples of design reviews. We'll talk about that in a future episode, but let's talk about design critiques. There are two roles, basically the presenter and a critiquer. And then the presenter presents the design and the critiquer acts as the critic. Okay. You need to have a clear scope of the conversation. You need to have agreed upon design objectives for the work and conversations rather than command. In my experience, it has worked for me when we have design critique sessions, when they were also part of the research process, when the team was also part of the research process, especially if they've seen some of the actual interviews themselves, they have a better idea of what's happening, why certain designs would work. And oftentimes, I also do what we've done is we've also had visual design 101 session. So visual design is 101 involves having a session teaching basic design patterns, gestalt principles. So we have that as a general initial discussion first before we do this then we do our design critique sessions. Okay, why critique? Um, Two brainstorm are always better than one. Yes, the problem in my experience with design is if you are working on a design alone, there are things that you miss, or there are certain personal biases that come in when you are doing a design critique. So also it enables again, I like having design critiques because it enables cooperation and collaboration. You basically agree on certain principles and what works or what doesn't work. So this is very important. In this case, it's yeah, encourage a positive culture to improve products. Nice picture, Norma Nielsen. So there are two types. You do a round robin. This is particularly useful when you are doing it online, like now, since we are in a pandemic. Doing a round robin um, forces everyone to participate. What do you think? What do you think? Okay. Another method would be after you see a certain number of positive and negative comments, quotas. Okay. So one should be the designated facilitator. Often, in my experience, because I'm very familiar with being a facilitator, I often do the facilitation myself. Um, Now, this is interesting. I have not done something as formal as this, but I should. I should have a more formal email with the actual agenda in detail. Now, this is also very important. What is a good question and what is a bad question? Yikes! This layout. That is a bad question. A better question would be, how does this layout make it easy for the user to accomplish their task quickly and efficiently? And bad feedback. I love the scholars, but I think that button is the wrong spot and the overall page looks busy. Yeah, better way to say it is, if the goal is to have the user register quickly, I'm concerned we are placing emphasis on the wrong elements and hiding the primary task, making the button hard to find. So very nice set of examples here. And someone should be a documenter. Yes, this is something. Now, what we've done is, especially it's remote now. We have we do it in Mural. Mural is a tool for a virtual whiteboard, and copy paste the screenshots there of what we're discussing, and they leave comments. I give them 5 minutes to leave comments on the designs. Okay. Presenting a design critique, tell a story. Okay. Making a critiques part of the truth be told, we are just starting to do this ourselves. We have been doing design reviews before, but lately I've been wanting to do more of this, part of our team effort. So some critique pitfalls: not agreeing to personas or objectives beforehand, or in our case, because I have included some of the teams, we try to have the teams involved in even in the research process. We did the persona generation with them, and they have a good idea. But if you have not done this, it's sometimes the research team is different, which I don't agree. But if the research team is different, you should have agreed on a persona. This is who you're designing for, and this is the task that you're designing the persona for. Take scheduling too long critique sessions, taking feedback personally, rushing to okay, this is also a common problem. You don't need to solve the problem in the moment. Okay. You can have another session to do that, and that's what actually we've done. Talking about the negatives. Okay. So this is a nice article by Norman Nielsen again for creating a positive culture to improve products. There is another article from, yeah, this is the from the UX Collective. There are this one has, how many likes? This has 800 claps, I think. Mastering Design Critiques. He has 800 claps. I'll clap also. I like this. Woohoo! Critique is not a trivial thing. He has a good summary here. It is the process of giving feedback. Okay. And it is, okay, I like this particular. What is not a design critique? It is not a brainstorming session. The purpose of a brainstorming session is to diverge, to look for new ideas. Here, a design critique is focused on evaluating and converging on the perspective of the design that has already been brought, directing specific paths and changes. It is not usability testing. Yes, agree. It's different. It is not user research. Yes, agree. You need to have done your research if you can. Otherwise, you'd be working. You might be working on wrong set of assumptions. Yes, very important. This same as Norman Niels is saying, empower collaboration. Have them work together. increase accuracy, increase the chance of success. Yes, having more heads agree, build team confidence. Yes, so this is a very good activity as well. So I like that this Johnny Shar described the four roles: presenter, critiker, facilitator, note taker. Since I facilitate, I do this. Um, I often do this not as formal as this, but this is very good idea to make it this formal, having a presenter, critiker, facilitator, and a note taker. Right? And okay, checklist presenters. What's the project? Who are we designing for? Main concerns and user questions. What's the rationale behind the solution? What's our goal? Ah, this is also a good set of questions to use. Critikers. Okay. Is it identified? If is it rational? Is it objective? Is it actionable? Nice set of guides as well. I think I will take a lot of the notes here and apply it in our future design critique sessions. So far, I have been doing my design critique sessions informally, but this one is very good example of how to do it. Okay. Note taker, does it work? What should be better? Inspirations came up, but they're doing it by paper. So we do it now via mural. Okay, and then scheduling. Nice. So if you would like to do a design critique, I highly recommend you take a look at this and this. If you are watching the YouTube channel, I will add the links to these in the description so that you can take a look at how you might be able to run a design critique sessions. And that is it for today's session. I hope you found today's session useful. If you have questions, feel free to post them. Like someone actually posted a question. Probably Roland again. Oh, somebody asked a question. What is your take on using the sandwich hamburger method in giving critiques? Okay, let's have that in a future discussion. Okay, thanks for asking. Let's have um, this in a future discussion. Thank you for asking that question. All right. This is it for now. Um, Tomorrow will be 31st. Yeah, see us again tomorrow. Apparently, there's still one more day in January. See us again tomorrow for another learning experience design session. And if you'd like to see the entire series, it is on viewable on le.cx, which is the YouTube channel that has the entire series on learning experience design. That's it for now. Hope you enjoy your day. Hope your day will be as awesome as you are. And yeah. And bye bye now. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye.